Hello, and good morning. Um, Carol's not on here yet. I don't know if she'll be on here. She hasn't said anything about it yet, which is fine. So it might just be me today. Uh, Good morning and happy Monday, I guess. Um, I wasn't here last week just because I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and to be honest, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night either. I decided to wake up at 1 for some unknown reason and not be able to go back to sleep. So, yeah, uh, I really hope that there's going to be a nap after this. Let me actually, check my Fitbit to see if I really got any sleep or if it just logged in, when I laid in bed. Oh, it says that I had like half a day's worth of sleep yesterday. Yeah, this goofy thing says like 36 minutes, which is ridiculous. It also says that it has a low battery. Yeah, such is life. So, hi, Devon. Um, and Dahlia's here too. Awesome. I'm glad that it's filtering in. It usually takes anywhere from a half hour to half hour. Oh my goodness, it usually takes 30 seconds to a minute to load up, which is obnoxious. So anyway, what we're gonna do is start 15-minute sprints, which I have a timer up, and hopefully I'll be able to, remember to put it up there rather than just me looking at it. Um, so yeah, I'll put that up, and then we'll probably have some time in between where you tell me how you're doing, what you're doing, stuff like that. So yeah, um, considering I don't have anybody else here to ask how they're doing, it's fine. I'm good. It'll be okay. Um, put this up. Not put it up like that because I really would rather you not. And Haley's here too. Awesome. I'm glad that people are filtering in. Yay. Okay, so let me put it back at 15 because I just, yeah. Come on. All right, so just to get it up and out of the way real quick, we're going to start 15 minutes. You don't really have to do anything. You can just sit there and zombify. I'm good with that too. um, But yeah, I will check back with you in 15 minutes. So 3, 2, 1, go. So it always seems like 15 minutes whenever you're doing something is never enough. It's like you finally start and all of a sudden you've got 10 seconds left. So yeah, if you're working on the computer, make sure to save it. How did everybody do? What is everybody working on? How do I turn that banner off? There we go. JJ's here. Hi. Yeah, I figured that I would mention, since you had said something about sprints, that, you know, I do this every Monday, with the exception of last Monday because I was exhausted. In fact, I'm probably gonna take a nap after this. And Jennifer's here too. Hello. So yeah, let me know how you guys did, what you're working on, while it takes forever to load up, because that's just how it works. Ooh, what are you sketching? I have a big paper pad right here that I have notes and stuff on, and I usually will like stamp things and color them. Hold on, let me move all the crap that I have on here. But yeah, that's what I have. I've got like planner stamps and stuff like that, even though I don't do a whole lot of planner stuff anymore just because I am not in the mood for it. But yeah, so what are you sketching? JJ got 103 words. So I have a puppy here too. If I move my camera, it's gonna black out. But I've got a beagle, and yeah, he usually won't go outside until he won't go outside again until I go and pick up my daughter. So he's sitting over here on the blue jelly bean. It's like a big beanbag chair, and he'll sleep the whole day. Doing a daily doodle thing for March. So I'm sketching my idea. Oh, cool. I'm sorry if you're somebody who yawns whenever somebody else yawns. It's going to be really tough for you today. No, that's awesome. I stumbled upon something on Instagram of somebody who's doing a wheel, and each little segment's 12 months. So each little segment is one month, obviously. And she does little embroidery stuff, and it's really little, but it's really nifty. I tried doing a daily doodle thing where it was characters, and that didn't turn out so pleasant. I think it was Land Before Time. It was whenever Cindy Gunter Baldo did whenever she does that stuff, and yeah, the first one was Ducky, and I tried and I failed and I gave up. Got here late, had things already set up, looked at the screen and said, F it. I've been feeling like, oh no. Don't get the plague. You're not allowed to get the plague. I can tell you, Michael, what I tell everybody else would be to get a whole bunch of sleep, drink a whole bunch of water. Usually, if you can manage a gallon of water in one day, that'll flush your system right out, depending on where you are in the sick and the snot. Also, depending on where you're living at, it could also be the springtime nasties coming to get you. So hopefully you feel better soon, because yuck. We'll see how it goes. I mean, just just go get some sleep or something. So we will start another sprint. As much as I wanna, I could sit here and talk to myself and you guys forever, but I'm gonna start yawning again, and that's not a good idea. So set this back up. We'll do another 15. and another one, and another one, and another one. So yeah, hopefully you have all of your stuff together. If not, that's okay. You can, you know, catch us for the next one. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, these 15 minutes are going by way too fast. I'm not complaining because at least, you know, they're going by fast rather than being obnoxiously slow. Oh, goodness. So, I think the last sprint I had called to see if they could, you know, wash my puppy and trim his toenails because he's a sissy whenever I, you know, trim his toenails. Just giving up on it. Next, I have to call the vet because he needs to get his shots updated. Yeah. He's just sitting there chilling out on the bean. He looks, I really wish that I could move this. Let me see if I can take a picture of him and show you guys on my phone. If I move my camera, then the camera has a tendency to blank out. Hold on. Okay. Let's see how that works. Yeah. That's what he's doing right now. So yeah, that is Copper on my beanbag chair, which is meant for a human, but it's really his. Whenever I'm in here, that's about where he lies. So hopefully you guys save your stuff again. How did you guys do this time around? Oh, blah. I'm mostly writing stuff that I have to do today, things like that, just general things in the morning that are on my mind. Yes, my baby is very comfy and very well loved, very fat, and you can't see that right now, but if I were to like stand up a little bit more, you could see his belly. He's a fat puppy. I love him to death. Had to find some pictures on Pinterest to help me describe something. I like the circle ones that give you like the easiest word and then they branch out from there, and the more descriptive ones. I have a whole bunch of those saved. I inked my doodle and said it's awesome. I'm left-handed, so ink really doesn't work well. I mean, I did pretty good right here on that, but yeah, I've got a fountain pen, and I get ink all over the place because I don't let it dry because left-handed. Yeah. Yeah, my husband had agreed to getting a beagle, but yet he hates it whenever, you know, whenever Copper decides that he's going to tell us that there's a vehicle that's a little too loud, or the neighbors are being a little too loud, or there's a leaf outside. So I don't mind it. He gets a little overly bay-y sometimes. But yeah, other than that, not that bad. Why is, oh, okay. I was wondering why my Discord was going off. What? Had to change the way I write and draw so much that my son isn't allowed to watch me write more. Your son's teacher's a booger. That's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I know somebody who was left-handed and is now right-handed, and he writes like this, and it's painful to watch, and it's a mess. And why is my Discord going off? Holy crap, man. Shush. How do I get you to not do that anymore? Because I really don't care. Quit it. Okay. Gag. Alright. Held my pencil upside down, and that's, oh, so you, yeah. my like right here would cramp up. I mean, I write normally, I guess. But yeah. Oh my God. Or hold the pencil by the what? I mean, that would work really well for if you had like a paintbrush, if it was a paintbrush instead of, because I know that one of my friends does Japanese calligraphy, like the kanji for it, and he holds it all the way up at the top because he's weird. Because he says it makes it look more artistic, and really it doesn't. But more power to him. Wait another minute, and then we'll go for another sprint. So that'll make it 9:30 here. Getting a lot of sprints in. It really works better whenever it's just one human. That, and I have to figure out my Discord because people are talking in one that they never talk in, and holy cow. It's a lot better for drawing than writing, obviously. I mean, I can understand, like, up at the top for, yeah, it makes sense. Not for writing, though, but yeah, it makes sense. Okay. What the other? Oh my goodness. Alright. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna put this back there. I'll do another 15 minutes. Hopefully everybody is being productive, whether you're just, ow, whether you're just in here to breathe, which is fine with me. I don't mind. At least you're here, and that's cool. Oh my gosh, my eyeball itches. Yeah, whether you're in here and you're just, you know, getting ready for the day, or you're actually doing some work. Either or, doesn't matter to me. Glad you're here. Again, I'll remind you again after this sprint to save your work if you're working on the computer. But yeah, we're gonna head at it again. 3, 2, 1, go. And another one done. Where's the thing? Okay. Awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm trying not to yawn too loudly because I know that it annoys me whenever somebody does the obnoxious yawn and all that fun stuff. Please remember to save your stuff if you're working on the computer. Oh, okay, so yeah, Dryad, like the tree nymph things. I haven't really, so I want to write a story with a whole bunch of mystical, whatever, whole bunch of weird creatures. But yeah, I have to look all of those ones up too and see if the ones that I have in my head are the ones that, you know, have names. Yeah, there are a couple people that I have to talk to about that one that know better than I do. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Definitely gonna be a nap after this. So I got the vet thing booked for tomorrow, so that gets Copper's Bordetella done, and there's another one that will get done too. So at least whenever he goes, not this weekend, but next weekend, we're gonna go to Dallas. It's an hour and a half away, and go to medieval times and spend the night in Dallas, and at least he will be able to be boarded because they want you to have the Bordetella thing so he doesn't get kennel cough, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Glad that's getting done. Maybe I'll have him trim his nails there too. If I can't get a hold of the thingy. I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow's really short notice. How did everybody do? I need a nap. He's dreaming over there. Oh my gosh. And he makes like the little noises and flicks his paws and everything. Boy doesn't run. He's too fat to run, but he runs in his dreams. Got my sketchbook page penciled and mostly inked and colored. I'm playing with colored markers and inks. Awesome. I usually, I have Crayola colored pencils. I have up here, oh, I can't remember what they're called, but they're the expensive ones where if you drop them, you're screwed. Prismacolor. I have Prismacolor colored pencils too, but there aren't as many colors in there. Like it's, I don't know how to explain it. I just like Crayola better. Nap sprints would be nice. They would, but I would have to go for like the longer sprints of, you know, like 5 hours. Yeah. Because if somebody woke my ass up every 15 minutes, they die. Like I wouldn't even have to touch them. They would just cease to exist after that. Since I am a stay-at-home mom, I've kind of gotten back into the habit of becoming a night owl again. That's how I've always been. And so now it's on Mondays especially, it's like killing me. And I don't want to change this because this works for a lot of people. But at least, you know, yeah. It works, and it gets it out of the way too for me. If I have to do it at the, you know, in the middle of the day, it would never get done. I love my Prismacolors of the passion, but will fight anyone who tries to put Crayola down. Dude, okay, so I've never been a big fan of crayons, but the crayons have come a long way. I like oh, what are they called? Like the twisty crayons? I enjoy the, I mean, it sucks that the Crayola stuff that we had is not the Crayola stuff that like kids nowadays have. If we had that stuff whenever we were kids, oh my goodness, I think that, you know, we wouldn't have to fight to save the arts in school. So, yeah, I don't, I have the Prismacolored ones, I just don't use them. Like the the right the right shade isn't there, and in my head I don't know how to make the right shade, so I just don't use them. But yet I like the colors, like the Crayola colors and stuff like that. I'm really a big fan of all of the purples and stuff that they have. Obviously, yeah, you've seen my hair. If you've been here for a while, you know that it changes tones of purple with, you know, every week. So it is 9:36. I think it is time for another sprint, while I continue to complain in my journal because that's what it's for. Okay, so anyway, let me pull this back up and we will do another 15 minutes because that sounds awesome. 3, 2, 1, go. And that one's done. Really wish I could just hit 15. Goodness. Okay. How did everybody do? Yeah. So I don't, Haley, I don't use the markers because I have a 5-year-old, and of course she's cool with them now. She has her own markers that she uses, but before then it weren't happening. No. So all I have are the colored pencils, and most of the time they stayed up. Because she's a creative booger and will blame any wall drawings on the dog, and I know because she's already done it. She had crayons whenever she was 2 or 3 and completely blamed it on Copper, who has no thumbs, who has never drawn in his life, just suddenly got creative. So yeah. She doesn't blame a whole lot of stuff on him anymore because I can logic my way out of that one. Oh my goodness. Got about a half hour left, so we'll probably do one more sprint and then be done so that I can so that I can go take a nap for a couple of hours because oh man, you'd think that I would try to go to sleep earlier and it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, tab while yeah, trying to think. She had a desk. She actually had like one of the flippy ones before she grew out of it, and yeah, it was covered in graffiti and it was a mess. She would take her markers and color all over it and then use her hands, and oh boy. Yeah. So yeah. It's the main reason why we don't have Play-Doh in the house either, or that GAC crap, not GAC, what's it called? Slime. I'm currently telling you what age that I am whenever I call that stuff GAC. But yeah, no, we don't have Play-Doh. We do have Legos, but she picks them up because I basically tell her that if she doesn't, I'm throwing them all away. Because that's just how that works in this house, is that if you don't pick up your stuff, I'm going to throw it all away. Hence my mother oozing out of my mouth. Ugh. Oh my goodness. With the itchy eyeballs and the yawning. Okay. I think that we're going to do one more sprint and then we'll be done. Copper's making all sorts of noises over there trying to get comfortable, and it doesn't take a whole lot for him to get comfortable. So every so often I hear like the rustling of the beanbag, and I don't know if he's stuck or what, but he's pretty much laying like a hot dog with his paws up like this. You have Play-Doh, but yeah. So whenever my mom gets here, Ember usually gets Play-Doh, but they will play with it outside or in the kitchen, and we only have it whenever Grandma's here, and that's how that works. It's kind of like she only gets cake pops from Starbucks whenever Grandma's here. So, because Grandma gets away with all the stuff. So yeah. Okay, anyway. That's not what I wanted. I mean, I don't mind, but still. Alright, one last sprint, and then it will be nap time, because nap time sounds great, because my eyes are starting to burn. And I'm going to blame it on being tired instead of staring at the computer. Yep, definitely going to blame it on being tired. Okay, Cool. So last sprint, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, that is it. That. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that Dana will be doing her sprints in at 11, which is in about 45 minutes. And her channel is down below. I wasn't able to find the March schedule in the AUTHORTUBE thingy bobber. So yeah. But I do this every Monday from 8:30 to around 10:30ish Central Standard Time. Haley, if you saw, we live in North Texas, so basically it's spring here now, thankfully. We used to live in Michigan and it like snowed horribly, and in Wyoming, which also snowed horribly, so I'm glad that it only sprinkled a little bit here. Oh hey, goodness, human. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, I didn't know if it had changed or anything, but yeah, it's either way, if Dana's doing her thing, then it'll be in 45 minutes. No worries, Sarah. Sorry I missed the stream. Had to run work errands all morning. Yeah, no big deal. You're supposed to stop everything you're doing, damn it, and just watch me. Please don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I used to live in a little town called Linden, which was like right next to Fenton, about half-hour away from Flint. So yeah, and we moved, let's see, Ember will be 6 this year, so we moved about 5-6 years ago ish. Like we had her and she was 8 months old to a year old whenever we moved. No, because she was a year old whenever we were in the apartment in Austin. So yeah, just been all over the place. But yes, I remember Michigan. I miss Michigan. I miss some parts of Michigan. Not all of Michigan. I miss Mackinac City. They had a thing that they were hiring like 200 people to work there, and I'm like, no, that's tempting. If I wasn't an adult with responsibilities and all that happy stuff. Okay. Got that done. Gonna take a nap. That's about the time that I'm gonna get called for that. That's great. I've noticed that with Michigan, especially so people that I know from high school have not left the tiny little area that is like Linden, Fenton, Graham Blank kind of area. They just haven't left. The ones that do usually leave because of schools, because of university, and then they somehow come back, and ew, no. I don't understand it. I mean, I feel bad for you because I know that some of the towns there are absolutely terrible. But yeah, I'm glad that we got out. And granted that I live in a itty bitty town in Texas where it takes an hour to drive to civilization, so I miss where I used to live. We used to live in a place called Georgetown, which was about half-hour north of Austin, of actual, like, in the city of Austin. So, yeah, I miss it. That's about it for me. I'm tired. My eyes hurt. Like, my eyes are burning right here. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to go, just woke up. Rub that shit in with salt, why don't you? Good, because I'm just going to go and take a nap, because I only got a half hour of sleep because I don't know why. So, like I said before, I think Dana will be next. And Caro is tomorrow. There's a whole list down below. But I am going to pick up my 50-pound beagle and drag him into bed with me, and I'm asleep for the rest of the day. Thank you. I've been needing it. My Fitbit said I only got 36 minutes of sleep. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here. It was nice to stream with everybody. I noticed that it went from like 10 to 2 to 1 to 5 people watching. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will be back on for next Monday. I'm going to end the broadcast, and I'm going to take a nap, and it's going to be great. Why is it that naps are better whenever nobody else is home? I don't understand. Anyway, going to sleep now. I will see you all next Monday.